What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here, and sorry about that. Were you wearing headphones? Got to keep you on your toes. Wake up, wake up. Good morning. Have you had your coffee? It's time. Do you know how you got here? What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today we are taking a look at some new arrivals and restocks and things at DLT Trading. Love DLT Trading. I'm not sure which retailer I've spent the most money with, but there's a good chance that it is DLT. This is my favorite place, period, for exclusives. There's a lot of great exclusives and a lot of great retailers. DLT, in my opinion, has the best exclusives, and they're also massive. Like, they have a massive, massive inventory. So I will link these pages down in the description if you don't want to hear me talk or yell again. But you guys can check those out if you want to. But if you want to follow along with me, we're going to see what's new. Let's click on new arrivals here and see. Oh, yes, of course. So there's still one here. So this will probably be gone by the time you guys are watching this. This is a MagnaCut XM18 3.5 inch hollow ground skinny slicer. Probably the thinnest edge geometry that has ever been offered on a full-size XM18 3.5 inch. That's pretty cool. I don't know what Hinder is heat treating their MagnaCut to. If somebody knows, and you know, let me rephrase that. If we have had that measured by somebody like Transparent Knives or somebody who's got, you know, proper Rockwell hardness testing equipment, that is what I would like to know. Not necessarily what is advertised, but yeah, that's pretty cool. If they had one stone-washed, I probably would have picked it up. I imagine they did. It doesn't surprise me that there's only one left, and that the one that's left is Battle Bronze. But yeah. Oh, that is the ZBP version. This is pretty cool. The natural clear coat with the dagger. I just, you know, I wish that they had kept these like at $300. I will pick one of these up. The Ultratech, because I actually gave away my last Ultratech to somebody who was just absolutely flabbergasted by it. So I need a new one. Look at this. XM24 Swedge. I'll have to make a community post about this. So these are dropping on April 16th. Let's see. So the Swedge Spear, boy, that's been a long, long time. I have a video up on this channel from, I think, 7 years ago, covering the XM18 3.5 inch Swedge Spear. I purchased one and fully customized it. This is now the XM24. So this is, the grind, it looks a lot like, almost like a sword. Really cool. It's just a deep, deep swedge. CPM 20 CV, big, heavy, 185 thousandths on the blade. That is really cool. I'm curious how those will do. I had not even considered that, because the Swedge Spear, I think the blade shape in and of itself is totally exclusive to Blade HQ. So that's interesting. 4 days, 23 hours, and 54 minutes. So it drops April 16th at 10 a.m. I didn't know, legitimately did not know that going into this video. They got a whole bunch of different colors, different finishes here. Really like that blue-black there. What's on the other side? Ooh, yeah. Battle blue with blue-black. That is actually pretty nice. I do like that a lot. Bunch of them. Very, very cool. Price of the XM24 has been the same for at least 10 years. What is this? What are you? Oh, dang it. I thought it was a shadow. Poopy. Close. Has to freaking say scared dude. That's pretty cool, though. I just don't want it to say that. Black handle, black blade. I want it to be the actual full-on shadow version. That's pretty close, though. They're going to charge you another $150 for it not to say Scarab on there, though. It is cool. Finch Roadrunner. It's kind of a cool little knife. I like Finch knives. I like them a lot. RMJ Tactical, always making big crazy stuff. Pariah Manual, G10. It's a lot of money for G10. Kind of want it to be titanium at that price tag. Random Wii knife drops here on Blade HQ that, or not Blade HQ, sorry, DLT Trading that have been, I guess, marked way down. Some of these, like that 20 CV Sakshi for 119, that's not bad at all. Like these are old models. The sticks, I think I reviewed that 6 years ago. Black wash Magna Cut blade, Sebenza 31 large with the bog oak. These are the ones with the special inlays if you're looking for one of those. The standard Bel Air in stone washed and gray aluminum is definitely, the Bel Air is an excellent knife. I mean, it's essentially a perfect crossbar lock EDC knife if you're really big into the USA made stuff. Maverick Customs, little pry bars. Always recommend, like, especially if you're the type of person who uses their knife as a pry bar regularly, which you shouldn't, like, just carry a pry bar. Like, if you don't want to carry a multi-tool because it's too heavy, right? Carry a little pry bar. A little bottle opener. It's pretty cool. It's about as perfect as you could ask for, right? Pretty expensive, but I think those are made in the USA. Phoenix rechargeable EDC flashlight turquoise. It's kind of cool. I like those flat ones there. Buck, look at that. The Buck 119 Special in S30V. Buck's finally getting with it. I'm kidding. I know. People were like, hey, actually... Save it. Save it. I'm always going to make fun of Buck. Nothing wrong with him. Sorry, my phone's going off here. Black injection mold. I wish they'd do this with the aluminum. Do black aluminum. That'd be super cool. I mean, like, with the black blade. Have they done that? I honestly don't know. I'm just like, when are they going to announce the ZBP versions of, like, the Combat Troodon and the Scarab? The one I'm waiting for is the Scarab. Like, my ultimate Microtech OTF is a ZBP, or Zero Blade Play, Shadow Scarab. That's what I want. Then my OTF, thing is totally complete. I already own the Blackout John Wick 4 edition of the Hawk Deadlock, right? I want the giant Scarab version. What the heck? Green? That's really random. Mini Hera Bayonet, that's kind of cool. Sorry, I really should have silenced my phone before I started this video. That's kind of neat. The Archer, golly, these things are freaking expensive, but it is good looking. It's one of the more impressive, like, machine-wise, which is machining-wise is what I should have said, because machine-wise is an actual brand. Really, really impressive machine work on this, but ridiculously expensive. A lot of people, oh my gosh, that's as much as like a Hinder XM24. Well, okay, they're making them essentially the same way, but I would say this is a more complex thing to create. Definitely takes more work. I believe those scales are contoured. There's a lot of little tiny details in here. And the Magna Cut is 63.64. So, yes, it is a lot of money. Yes. But I can see how they got there, for sure. It's not a Kershaw. It's not, something in that category. A dark red there. Merlot on the LUDT. Very, very cool. Always a ton of Microtechs. There's still the Eclipse Auto in, like, the kind of the blue jeans Anno is still there. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. A green one there. They have the Ursus Quantum with the Mishka texture. Probably about as inexpensive as you're going to get for a Shirogorov Quantum Ursus. And the Quantum Ursus is a very good knife as well. It's just not quite as, bougie as the full-on Quantum. Chromax PM, I don't honestly know a whole lot about Chromax. And I think that's the only that's the only knife you're ever going to see it on, or that you're going to see it on currently. Still tempted by these Defiant 7 combat knives. These just look really cool. I understand the purpose of the fat palm swell. I just don't love the aesthetic of it. I want it to be a continuous, I want it to be all the same aesthetically. I have the TX228 here, and it is essentially the same thing as the T1000 and the T1000 V2. It's just got more stuff on it. Really, really nice, super high quality, mega overbuilt, all of that. It's fun. Still XM24 scale. So you can, if you've ever wanted to buy an XM24 and build like a big, crazy full tie one, the combination Swedge Spear and XM24 titanium scale, like you can actually do that, which has not been something that you can do for a while. I mean, it's a little bit tricky to get exactly the scale you want and exactly the XM24 you want. But that Swedge Spear version of the XM24 plus your choice of titanium scale would definitely be an awesome build. Oh, this is that Damascus ZT. Yeah. Molten Autumn scales. I think we talked about this last time. That is almost certainly Vegas Forge or Chad Nichols Damascus. I think didn't we talk about this last time? What are we working with here? Okay. Almost certainly. There's no way they use like just anything. I think we talked about that one last time too. I want to look at page 6 and see if we're actually getting back into the territory of... These are kind of nice. Who's this? Rosecraft? I don't always get my... Like, my attention doesn't always fall on knives like this. But I do like the little Barlow style ones. Like this one right here is actually really, really cool. What's the blade steel? Oh, it's D2? Okay. Well... probably made in China, yeah. But you know, if you like the look of the GAC 15, for example, but you just don't want to pay like $200, $300, $400, $500 secondary market for something like that, understandable. Something like this, good option. There's still a couple of things here that I haven't seen. What is this? Oh, that's the. Wait a minute. What was this large and Cosi? Kind of surprised that's still sitting there. I much prefer, if you're considering a Sabenza, I much prefer the large and Cosi to the Sabenza, and that's a really, really nice one. Glass blasted titanium with the black micarta, probably Magnica. Yeah, so this is like the newest super version with the high polish, and you can't really see it here, but the new polish on these things is absolutely insane. If you were to ask me Sabenza or Nkosi all day. Bigger, better looking. It's still like kind of stiff, but I just prefer that knife. Every single time somebody asks me, I prefer that knife 100% over the Sabenza. Micro Praetorian T's. Yeah, I think we're getting back into some of this stuff that I have seen before. That Eagle is, if you don't like automatic knives that are so unbelievably powerful that they feel like they're going to jump out of your hand, you might like that Defiant 7 Eagle. Okay, I want to go to restocks here real quick. Here we go. Let's just take a look. Oh, so we still have some No Choil Warncliffs in 20 CV. Is that a blue one there with probably battle blue on the other side? Is that what it said? Yeah. Okay. So if you feel like you missed out on those, you definitely can still pick these up. There's a battle bronze there with the working finish blade. And then we have one in OD green and battle bronze with the working finish blade as well. Riot Exo U's are here. Those seem to come and go. LEDT in blue. There's a standard large Nkosi in the glass bead blasted finish. So for $550. So if you don't want to pay, $650 for the other one, the standard large Nkosi is right there. Probably much better price. Riat T1000 V2 still sitting there. I'm really surprised that one's there. I bet is that zirconium? Yeah, zirconium accents. So I own two of these. Well, I own the Riat T1000 and the T1000 V2, and they're awesome. So if you don't like the look of the TX228, then this one. These are the full-size Riot Exos with the lock. I wish they gave you an option that wasn't two-tone. That's probably my least favorite blade finish. Just pick a lane, right? One or the other. Oh, no, that's the XOM. This is the standard one, the medium-sized one. What else do we have here? That's kind of a cool-looking fixed blade. Is that? Oh, it's a Medford? Ha! That's kind of neat. Look at that. How big is this thing? 9.2 inches. 260. This big old thick 1/4 inch blade stock there. Bodacious. Super expensive. Definitely work. I can guarantee you. If you can, you know, if you can suffer through the pain of paying $225 for a $160 knife, it will become one of your favorite EDC knives. It is so good. It is such a good knife. Hold on. Let's take a look here. See if there's anything else. Kabar. Falcon Knife and R2 Scout. Pretty cool. Don't see necessarily anything else that's jumping out at me. But lots and lots of really cool stuff at DLT Trading. So once again, I will link this page down in the description. You guys can check it out. That's going to be it for me today. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.